Hi, super busy mommies. It is day 2 of the Guilt-Free Thanksgiving Challenge, and at this point, you should be eating only 2 to 3 meals a day, maybe 4 if you have a fast metabolism, with no snacking or caloric beverages in between. Half of what you're eating should be fruits and non-starchy vegetables, and overall 75% of what you eat should be coming from plants. Now we're gonna add another layer and start integrating small daily practices that will strengthen your body and mind. My hope is that this ends up just being the tip of the iceberg, and that if you don't already have a much richer movement practice, workout practice, for example, or in a much richer mindfulness practice integrated into your life, that this starts you on that journey to increasing those practices much more over time. But for now, this week, we're going to focus on just a few small basics to get you started. So the first one, I want you to reflect on how this challenge connects with your core values. And this is something I want you to do tonight. Just let that bounce around in your head and incubate for a while. But how does changing your daily habits to make them healthier connect with those core values? And I want you to finish the sentence. If I adopt healthier habits, ... and I want you to literally finish that sentence, connecting it with your values. So for example, if I adopt healthier habits, I'll live a longer, healthier life and still be independent into old age. If I adopt healthier habits, I will have more of the body that I want, both inside and outside, which will increase my confidence and the way I feel physically. If I adopt healthier habits, there will be less time towards the end of my life when loved ones need to take care of me. If I adopt healthy habits, I'll be setting a great example for my kids who will be more likely to have healthier habits when they grow up into adults. If I adopt healthier habits, those will bleed onto the rest of my family, and there's a good chance more of them will begin to adopt healthier habits. If I adopt healthier habits, it may be better for the environment. Whatever those core values are, this is personal, there's no right or wrong answer. Just finish that sentence. And if you have to write more than one, that's okay. But take a nice big piece of paper. I don't care if you handwrite it, I don't care if you print it, whatever you need to do, write that completed sentence, and then underneath it, write intentions for the day. And I want you to put this, tape it to a wall, to a dresser, to your mirror, wherever you're going to see it first thing in the morning when you open your eyes, in your face. Have it on your alarm, so when your alarm goes off, it just blares in your face. But then when you see it, I want you to say that sentence or those sentences 3 times out loud. Now, why say it out loud? What we're doing is creating connections in your brain. And so, yeah, the whole idea of affirmations, it's not that you say an affirmation and it magically attracts things into your life. What happens is your brain is filtering out countless stimuli around you. Think about it. Have you ever not noticed a place that you pass every single day on your way to work until someone points it out to you? It's because your brain's filtering things out, and only a small fraction of what enters your sensory system becomes conscious awareness. And when you not only see something, but then use other sentences like speaking and hearing it, it deepens that connection in your brain. And by doing this every day, those thoughts are going to be more at the forefront of your brain and begin to be one of the factors that your brain uses to determine which things coming in are relevant enough to be brought to conscious awareness. And so over time, your brain will start filtering things that relate to these healthier habits and to that core value. And as your things are coming in and you have to make decisions on a daily basis, it's going to help you to make those decisions through this lens. It takes time. This isn't magical stuff. I'm not talking law of attraction. I'm talking how our brain works on a fundamental level. So that's your affirmation. You wake up, You say it out loud 3 times, and then you set your intentions for the day and be thoughtful about it. These should be specific to that day, not something, general, like, I want to be a great person. Like, that's awesome, but be specific on something for that day. Like, I've been having trouble not snacking. Today, my intention is to move the snacks to a place where I won't see them and to not give in to any cravings if they're placed around me, if buckets of candy and chocolate and holiday gifts are placed around me in the office. Or my intention is to make sure as soon as I get home, I put on my running shoes and go for a run. Whatever, it could be anything. There's no right or wrong answer. It could be totally unrelated to health and fitness. My intention is to finish this project on time. My intention is to cheer my kid on at his basketball game without being distracted by work on my phone. I don't care what it is. Just set your intentions for the day. It's a good practice, keeps you centered, again, in line with your values. When you're in line with your values, you feel more fulfilled and you're less likely to be tempted. But also, more importantly, you're more fulfilled. Like, that's enough right there. But it does connect to health and wellness in the end anyway. So you wake up, you see this piece of paper in front of you, you say your affirmation 3 times, you set your intentions for the day, choose your top 1 to 3 priorities. Don't sit there making a long list. You can choose to write it down. You can choose to just set it in your mind. That's okay. And then you get out of bed, grab your phone, put a timer on, and before you do anything else, okay, before you do anything else, you do 1 minute of jumping jacks. Like actual jumping jacks, like almost straight arms, light on your feet, none of like this heaviness, floppy elephant legs, okay, like actual jumping jacks for 1 minute, okay? You don't need to drink water before you do this. You don't need to go to the bathroom. You don't need to check Facebook. You don't need to make your coffee. You don't need to do anything else before you do this. And that's how you're going to start your day. That's your new daily routine. It takes less than 2 minutes, and you should begin to actually notice a difference in your life after doing this for a couple weeks. So get started, and hopefully it'll inspire you to add more practices like this to your life. I'll be back tomorrow with some more. Have a great evening.